I'm going hard. I need some lights, it's way too dark.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy here for episode 28 of our Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Let's Play. In the last episode, you guys, we completed the end of chapter 5, where we not only confirmed that Jin is a blade, but we are smack dab in the middle of two different armies. And for some reason, Praetor Amalthus has joined us with his Titan. So, enough with the introduction. Let's jump into this and see what is going on. Oh yeah. I knew that.
You little scamp. Do you know how much the core you took was worth? I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it!
You really don't... Hold up. It's not that serious, bro.
If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself.
Wait, the stolen core was Jin?
I'll protect you.
Jin was the stolen blade?
I'll keep you safe. Always.
So
My
that
name
means
is
that
Jin. What's yours?
she's Jin's driver. So so that's what they meant at the beginning of chapter 5. When during the little training exercise, when they said when Homegirl said that she wasn't using Mithra's full power, and that if they did, all she had to do was just call her actual blade.
Was the right choice.
What?
You all right?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me.
Okay,
Jin,
so I know Jin's core
really
crystal.
Here?
I know his core crystal is
I
just
don't
like
know.
Mithras and Pyrus, but is
Where
it
I
actually
really am.
underneath that piece in the middle? And
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
Speaking of blades, Akos has a new blade also. hello, that's his blade? Why his blade look like he eat with tiny knives and forks?
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor on Malthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardanians get away with this, architect, damn it. Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way
Architect, damn
beyond
it.
our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
Wait, we're all just faceless cannon fodder. It's so funny because it's true. They're characters with no faces. They have just a basic character model. And the creators of the game said, "Oh, if I want you to jump, you go jump. If I want you to die, you go die." Oh, that's rich. That's rich. All right, let's focus up. Let's focus up. And I don't like how like the Praetor just showed up and like you ain't see him like actually do anything. He just showed up. Oh, and it's a ceasefire. I don't like that. Oh. Wait, is it just me or are Mithril's gold highlights more gold than usual? Oh, and you know something? I actually need to increase game audio just a tad bit. Okay, I think that should be good. At least I hope it's good. Nope, we just had a couple blades receive some stuff on their affinity charts. This is almost ready, so we're about to get that.
To help everyone.
Clock didn't get anything.
I shall wield this power in aid of my comrades.
Thank you, Drillmark. Shushi's about to level up. Scumi's about to do it also.
Big power up!
Okay.
I can open anything!
Word? What is this now? Lockpicking. Ooh. Okay, cool. Alright, we've come full circle. But yeah, last episode you got... Oh! Matter of fact, I should take this chance to mention Happy New Year, everyone! This is the first episode... This is the first recording that I'm doing for the new year. So this episode is going to go up second... This is the second episode going up today. But it's the first episode being recorded in the new year. Keep that in mind. Yeah. But I cannot keep talking because we're about to have the summit start in 3, 2... 1. I have completely mistimed this. Oh. Oh, the summit's in here. Oh. Oh. I must apologize. The entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. See, that's not fair. As the driver for the Aegis, I should be allowed in there. But it's okay, Mithra. I trust you. Go do your thing, girl.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire. Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
Let me
As
turn the
I
mic
recall
off
from the
itself.
Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozychlyrus Brounev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal?
Okay, I want you to know his name is going to be the title of this episode. I'm sorry, his name is the title of this episode. I don't care.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the world tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then he will kill the architect.
Now, it seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozychlyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
"6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself...
The horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos' goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos' driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
That was a lot more than I could handle. Oh yeah, she died. But wait, she was a blade. They need to explain that. She's a blade. Wait, she was killed, not her driver. The blade itself was killed and not the driver. Oh, more cutscene. Okay. Fine. If that's the way you guys want to be.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you to be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
So, the explanation that we're receiving for her still being in physical form is that half her core crystal was stolen. Like, for some reason I could believe that, but at the same time, I find it a little hard to believe. I feel like that picture holds some answers. I really feel like that picture itself holds some answers. But you never know. Oh, it's gonna end off right in the staircase? Okay. Okay, whoa, I was gonna leave my mic muted, but what?
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with a crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then.
And you have horns on your head.
My work is done for the day. Come with me.
So wait, that means the core crystals that we've been finding
to Tantal
haven't been cleansed?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the world tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds.
In other words, Mithra killed him, and he no longer respects
This means
Mithra.
someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Fetter, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Fetter for themselves.
The Omega
I would ask
Fetter?
you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there.
What we
Do
find
me the
ain't none of your
favor,
business.
For a once foolish old man. And so that people may have a future in this dying world.
Alright, cool, but it ain't your business, sir. If I'm told secrets up there, I ain't telling you nothing. Alright, before we do that, wasn't expecting just to get the location like that, but okay, I'll take it. And there's no, like, chest just laying back here. Well then. That's certainly disappointing. That is most definitely disappointing. And we're back to Pyra now that I know. I just noticed we're back to Pyra. Like, shouldn't they be keeping Mithra in between these? Whatever. Whatever. Oh. Amalia. Amalia.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're travelling with Shell, dear? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna, who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
Mithra recognizes it. And these loading screens are really starting to get to me.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
But you needed a blade's help.
If you
still.
say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient?
Mm-hmm.
History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
Exactly.
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I don't trust him.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
I don't trust him. I don't care if he is the Praetor. I don't trust him. Yonks. Oh, you so disrespectful, Zeke. But you know what? I'm gonna end things off right here. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed today's episode, as short as it may be. And everybody's turning in circles. And we shall be back for some more. Bye-bye.